Hello everyone, welcome back to Laudable Tutors. Let's solve this SAT writing question today. Currently, we are being tested on punctuation. Now, when you are solving a SAT writing question, you don't actually need to read everything that's given here. You only read the part surrounding the blank space. So in this case, if you look around, we have blank space right here, and if you navigate towards the beginning of the sentence, you will see that this is where the sentence begins, and then you can go all the way to the end. Now, before that, everything we do not need to know because we are solving a grammar question. We do not need to know context. Okay, we are just testing it on punctuation. So I it is those. Also, if you noticed, we have few non-essential clauses. Okay, let's read the sentence first. In many languages, including English, these sounds are blank, which is rare. In some dialects of Mandarin, however, several examples such as this all occur frequently. You notice that we have three non-essential phrases used here. So one is this thing because it is surrounded by two commas, and if you try to read the sentence without this phrase, it will still make sense. Also, however, is also non-essential, and this example is also non-essential. So now our work is even much easier. In many languages, the sounds are rare. In some dialects of Mandarin, several examples occur frequently. See how we have shrunk a large piece of sentence into a very small one. Now, as you read, you notice that there must be two sentences. If you read from this part all the way to the end, then you realize that there's a single standalone sentence. That means whatever sentence you read before that, it has to be a complete sentence that stands on its own. So from here, in many languages, to this blank space, this must be one single sentence. Now we have got the basic rule for punctuation. Since you have two complete sentences or two independent clauses, is basically the same thing. We cannot include a comma to join or separate two complete sentences. So A is ruled out. Also notice that just right before in we have a comma, and we cannot use a comma before preposition which is in this context. Okay. Let's check out for option B. If you put option B into the blank, then you'll notice that you'll get a run-on sentence. Means a sentence that does not use punctuation at all. And that sounds very absurd. Just try reading it. In many languages, these sounds are rare. In some dialects of Mandarin. See, that this sentence does not make sense at all. We need two complete sentences. We need to dissect them into two halves. So obviously, B cannot be the answer. We need a punctuation. Option C. So what's the difference between option A and option C? Here we have used a semicolon, and that's exactly what we need. A semicolon acts as a period. So it can separate two independent clauses or two different sentences. In this case, we have two standalone sentences, hence we can use semicolon. So that will be our answer. Also, let's check out for number D. So just one thing that makes different from C is we have used and, a conjunction. Notice that if you use and, you cannot separate or join two different sentences. Just if it used a comma before and, then we would say that it follows fanboy's rule. But since we're only left with and we cannot connect it to join two complete sentences, so this cannot be our answer either. That's why C fits out. Thank you for watching. If you have any doubts, please let me know in the comments.